Hello, friends. Meade Stadium is the site of our men's intramural soccer championship between the 5 seed Afro Nation and the 11 seed underdog story Netflix, not to be confused with the popular streaming company. It's two separate words. I am Nick Rudale, here with my partner Esteban Melendez. We'll hear from him in a second. What a great match we have as we're starting to set up right now. Goalkeepers for today's games, James Gababa for Afro Nation, and goalkeeper for Netflix, Ryder Owens. Esteban, what kind of game are you expecting to see here today?
A highly physical one as we just get things kicked off. Should definitely be a very intense matchup, a very Afro Nation will definitely look to strike early. As
Liam with a shot early.
But I think that's a lot of what we're going to see. A lot of shots from distance. Liam Lima, notorious for having a long shot in his locker. And Afro Nation is a team that presses incredibly well. They're very strong. They're very physical. And Netflix, they're a very tenacious group, underdog story for sure. It'll be very interesting to see how this one pans out.
Yeah, you had experience playing against this Netflix team. What did you notice? Playing against them throughout the season?
So Netflix are a team that are very tenacious. They're very scrappy. They love a good scrappy win. Very compact defensively. Very in tune with each other. As for Afro Nation, perpetual intramural champions. The 5 seed does them no justice. They are an excellent team. Very well organized, very compact, and they just don't run out of energy, which I think is going to be a huge factor in this match. They are a very fit team, which is something that we don't typically see from college students.
So here at URI in our intramural soccer league, we're going to play 2 halves, both consisting of 20 minutes of soccer action. So we're going to throw in for Afro Nation. Liam now. Liam, the captain of this team, on 3 or 4 years running now?
Yeah, the Afro Nation has been here since I was a freshman 4 years ago. They've been perpetual intramural champions. They've got a lot of rings under their belt. They have championship experience, and coming up against a team of mostly freshmen and sophomores, I think that's going to be a very key factor in this matchup.
Yeah. Throw in now Afro Nation. Played off of a Netflix player. It's out of bounds. Going to stay with Afro Nation. Rocking their homemade customizable jerseys today like they always do.
I think Gold Cannons did them better, honestly, but, it's a shame we couldn't see them out here tonight.
Just the different shades of color they have, like black, gray, the white lettering.
It's a clean jersey. It's definitely a clean jersey. I can't lie.
I think they're called kits in the sport, Esteban.
Absolutely. Kits, indeed.
There's a little poke out, played quickly by Afro Nation.
A little intensity early there from Carlos Montiero against Team Mwalaku.
Aiden Neves with the throw-in for Afro Nation.
Aiden Neves
plays it up to Ash.
Prominent staff member of Intramurals.
Back to Neves. The
early
shot. Deflected. Ash now running towards the end line. And it's out with... foul called. Got our 2 officials today. Big Joe Burke and Edgar Lopez.
Edgar Lopez and Big Joe Burke are some of my finest men that I have in the intramural staff. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick because I think the foul happened out of play. All things look to be okay between Ash, number 9, and number 62, Raymond. As Christian Varela wins the ball back in midfield. Some quick feet, takes a shot, and saved by Ryder Owens.
Mention the name Raymond, captain of this Netflix squad, leading his team from... 11 seed. No one would have thought. Everyone does their brackets like, oh, no, I have the number 1 seeds, or number 1 versus number 2.
Honestly, I think that the 11 seed...
Here's a shot.
And it goes out of bounds into the field hockey goal. I think that's the wrong goal.
Yeah, that doesn't
really count, unfortunately. Great accuracy. Got to give it to him. But, this Netflix squad is... very solid. Raymond is a very solid center back, very composed on the ball. We saw there he got a little bit physical at times. This is sort of the tone that we're seeing early on in this match.
Yeah, 16 minutes left in this first half. only 4 minutes of action's gone by, and it feels like we've been playing for a while. Both teams playing tough. Balls being moved well by both teams. They're both physical.
Yeah, and honestly, it's been Afro Nation has been dominating this possession so far. It doesn't really look like Netflix has had too much going forward. They haven't really had any real sniffs at the Afro Nation net. James Baba in goal. James Baba is going to be another huge key piece for Afro Nation. He has won an MVP in a final previously. I think he had something like 7 or 8 saves. Very agile keeper. Cat-like reflexes, if you will.
Played back now, Afro Nation. Now it's turned over to Netflix. Pass up. Liam there in the middle of it. Played out. Neves challenging the ball. Aiden with a little bit of defense. Offensive player, rather, goes right around him. Ash with the defense now. Played to Aiden. Neves now trying to get something going. Slows it down. Passes it back into his own zone.
I bet that's Varela who finds Grijalva on the far side. Varela with a bursting overlapping run. Finds Lima now. Can Lima find a...
Lima with the flick into the box. Headed.
And it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Looks like it'll be a goal kick for Netflix.
Gotta love the fit of our official, Edgar Lopez. The short sleeves ref shirt with gloves.
This man, look good, ref good. That's what I always tell him.
That's partially true.
It's always true, especially if you're Edgar Lopez.
Goal kick now from Owens. As we await this, 14:42 remaining. Kick goes just on that edge of that no goal kick over half.
And it's a great darting run. Scuffed shot. And just so you guys know, what Nick just referenced there is that no goal kicks are allowed over half in our leagues. And this is because we have no offsides. This is just a preventative measure against cherry picking.
Nico Sporty on that shot attempt. Just kicked the top of the ball, rolled it right out of bounds, it looked like, from up here.
Yeah, getting used to the turf after playing on North Rec for a couple of weeks is definitely something that these teams are going to have to adjust to.
Yeah, Afro Nation now on the attack, plays it back. Trying to see who that number is.
That's Angelos.
Number 4.
Papa Andrew.
There it is. Played out to Carlos.
Good control there by
Ash now with possession. Ash cross down to Lima. Ball up, played by Ash.
Good touch.
Ash now
finds Grijalva out wide.
Grijalva, name mentioned quite often in our last Korek game. Casamigos taking the win 5-0.
Yeah, Grijalva had a huge impact in that game. I'm wondering to see if maybe he's a little bit tired, but Grijalva is also a very, very excellent player. Definitely, his legs shouldn't affect him too much. He's a great player. And
ball goes right through Lima's legs.
See what he can do in this
there.
match.
Netflix now in control. Ash with the persistent defense, challenging
This is what I'm telling you about Afro Nation. This sets them apart from most teams. Is they're just a very well fit, organized unit. They press well. They have a lot of chemistry together. You can tell they've been playing for a long time.
It's shown. I've seen a picture of them. They laid out all their champ shirts, and there's
a lot of
about
'em.
8 or 9 of them.
Yeah, that does not surprise me. Afro Nation are perpetual winners. Very excellent futsal squadron, excellent 7v7 squadron, and I guess we will find out in about 32 minutes if they're an excellent 8v8 squadron.
Yeah, 12 and a half remaining in this first half, still scoreless. We saw a goal in less than 2 minutes in our Korek game.
Yeah,
just an hour ago.
Well, I mean, to credit Netflix, their defending has been excellent so far, and
here they are on the attack.
Well, they might not have generated lots offensively. Defense wins championship, and if they keep defending the way that they have been, I think they'll be in a good spot.
Grijalva now in the corner. Passes across to Lima with a shot. Saved by Owens.
Unusual to see Lima use his right foot.
Is it? Is he a lefty usually?
He is. He's got a 2-star weak foot, but about 5-star skill moves, and he is. If you get him on his left peg, there's little to nothing you can do about that shot once it's hit.
Netflix seems like they try to get an attack going, but Afro Nation just playing skillful defense here to stop the attack. Grijalva now on his own. Got a couple of black jerseys in front of him. Sends it right to Owens. Christian Varela met the turf monster on that one.
This match might be a question of an unstoppable force versus an immovable object.
Carlos Montero.
Drawing a handball there. This is a Liam Lima specialty. He will look to curl this ball either into the far post or into the middle of that 6-yard box. Very dangerous set piece taker.
So Lima now going to try to see if Esteban is telling the truth.
And
it
he hits
hit
off the bar.
crossbar.
Oh my God, what an attempt
It's
from the
exactly what Esteban just told us. Try to curve the ball in, and we have another handball call.
I got to get the coordinator to pay me some big bucks to commentate these, man.
We have a quick play here. Lima now.
Scuffs the shot. Finds Neves.
Neves blocked.
Defended by Moluku.
Neves still with it. Fought through 2 defenders. Shot.
Save.
Off of Owens' hands. Going to be a corner kick for Afro Nation. Looks like he's going to be taken by Grijalva.
Very, very intense game so far. A lot of good Afro Nation chances. What a free kick that was by Lima, by the way.
Played
My
quick.
goodness.
Lima now. Back to Grijalva. Intercepted. Sent out of bounds. It's number 18, Maxwell Jaffet for Netflix. Throw in now. Taken by Lima. Something we haven't really seen him do. Into Aiden Neves. Back to Liam. Liam now. Back to Neves. Saves it. Keeps it in.
Back to Lima.
Liam now.
Great defense.
Ball still loose. We got a body on the ground and a whistle was blown. So it's going to be a turnover of possession. It's going to go to Netflix. Foul was, I believe, against Liam in the box.
It's been a very interesting game so far because, you know, with the attacking might of Afro Nation, we
Here's an
haven't really
attack.
seen much.
Got some orange jerseys in front of him with green grass, too. The shot
The turn, the
blocked.
finish. Good feet there by Jaffet, but defended well by intramural staff member Aiden Neves.
This pass looked for, sorry, I can't really tell who he tried to, oh, and there's a body on the ground.
Moluku
No
looking for a
whistle
call there.
called. Grijalva was the one that Neves looked for on that touch. Couldn't get it to him. So while we have a stoppage in play, we want to remind you of our first sponsor.
Doors, keeping your room private since you moved into your house. I like doors, man, honestly.
I have an electric keypad that instead of a key and
honestly,
lock.
it's so nice because
It is nice.
you're coming home late. You don't want to like ruffle through your pockets to find your keys. You just punch a code in, and you know what? The code never changes. The door still stays shut. Gotta
And
love a good
locked.
door.
This played back, and Netflix played that into his. I'm sorry, Afro Nation played it back into their opponent's half. Easily grabbed by Owens. Here's his punt.
Trying to find Jaffet, controlled by Papandreou.
This one sent straight out of bounds.
Oh, great catch, Kyle.
Cole Wyatt poked that one out of play. On the attack now. Wyatt is going to stay with Netflix. Comes a quick throw in. Trying to rush, catch Afro Nation off guard. And passes it. Oh, with the recovery. The shot.
Saved by Baba.
Baba now with the ball in hand, trying to find someone downfield. Instead, he's just going to roll it out. Finds Lima over the middle. Plays it back.
This is what we'll see
Back
a lot
out
from.
to Grijalva.
This is what we'll see a lot from Afro Nation is just recycled possession as the ball is
You
rolled
gotta-
out of play. Just so the folks at home are who are watching are wondering, our out of bounds lines are is the closest line to the hash mark. So the players are still trying to figure that out just a little bit, it seems like. But we resume nonetheless. The show must go on.
Afro Nation now. Montanero with the ball. Passes it up to Ash. Played out. It's going to be a Netflix throw-in off of Ash last.
Yeah, we have 2 intramural officials in this matchup so far. So for Netflix, we have Tunmise Moluku, who just also previously played in the last match, and Ashraf Alashwal, who is another official for us here at Intramural Sports.
And with Ash on the attack.
It'll be good to see their matchup. For bragging rights in the group chat, I'm sure that'll be blowing up later.
Intercepted by Netflix. Wyatt now. Intercepted.
Lima.
Liam now.
Tons of room, but great defensive tracking by Raymond there. Leading by example, putting his body on the line.
Ash now with the ball. Out to Liam. Liam across to Grahava. Grahava now with a defender in front of him. Plays it back into his own half. Slow pace of play for Afro Nation. They've had a couple shots on goal. If they can't get something going on their attack, they just play it back and set it up and start again.
Yeah, it's very interesting because it seems like they're kind of looking for the perfect moment to break them down. And in these kinds of games, you can't necessarily just wait for that to happen. You need to take a shot, like we saw in the last match, that'll maybe from 45 yards out, as we see a good
Jaffe
control.
with the cross. Poked out. And still in the possession of Netflix. Cole Wyatt now.
We'll return to that.
Shot on goal.
Ooh.
Sends it just past the left post.
Looks like it'll be a goal kick for Afro Nation. But what I was getting to is, yeah, Afro Nation is slowing the pace of this game down a lot, which is something that we don't really see from them. But, they have championship experience. They know they don't need to get it all at once. There's still another 25 minutes of play at least in this game. So lots of time for something to happen, Nick.
They have 5.5 minutes left in the first half to make something happen, and then 20 minutes in the second half. But we'll see where we are at halftime when the time comes. Goal kick now for Baba. I know we mentioned this in the futsal finals. Posts are goalies' best friends.
It's either your best friend or it's your worst enemy. And, for James in our last championship, it was definitely his best friend. Let's see if the post will show him that same love this match.
This one rolled down the sideline and out of play. Got some people filing into the stands.
Afro Nation always draws a very, very big crowd.
Got some people in front of us here in the booth and then across on the Ryan Center side. Those are the more comfy seats than these metal bleachers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those bleachers could probably use a little work, but those chairs are so comfortable, man.
Netflix now with the throw-in. Trying to find Cole Wyatt. Headed up in the air. Wyatt ends up with the header. Intercepted by Liam. Liam now. Up to Maximiliano. Out of play. Afro Nation ball. Maximiliano now with the throw-in. Does he like going by Max? Because Maximiliano's a mouthful of a name to say every time.
I'm sure he won't mind.
I mean, it's a sick name to have.
Yeah, Maximiliano is a pretty dope name, I can't lie. Maxi, maybe, perhaps?
I'm going to stick with Maximiliano.
Yeah, it's a fire name.
Afro Nation out the attack in their opponent's box. Getting physical on defense. Edgar says, no, it's all legal.
So yeah, this is going to be the story of the second half, I think. Lots of physicality, but it's been a pretty clean game so far. Nothing too crazy has happened. So that's not the commentator's curse, but
Christian Mestri now with the ball. Sends it out to Maximiliano. Across. The shot.
Ooh,
right into Owen's hands.
looks like that's Raf Heagney, who is also an intramural referee, playing with an ankle brace, he told me today. So maybe let's see if
Ryder Owens with the goalie distribution across half. This isn't futsal, but he threw it anyway.
Yes, he did.
And out of play. It's going to be
Seems like it should
Afro
be like a
Nation
little bit of a
throw-in. Maximiliano now with the throw-in. Finds Ash. Thought Ash was cutting towards the goal, and he didn't. Right into Owen's hands.
Good communication from Owen, telling Raymond there just to leave it.
The punt.
So a little.
No orange jerseys around. Easy grab for Baba. Baba now with the rollout. Mestri now. Trying to find if there's any black jerseys around he can pass to. Lima now. Across the pitch.
It's Varela who just received. Varela is a very, very technical player as well. He definitely can create from that left back position.
As he dishes it out. The attack starting for Afro Nation. Ash in front of him. He does pass it to him. Back to Liam.
Will he have a shot?
Liam.
What a pass.
Cross.
What a save.
Owen with the save.
What a save by Ryder Owens.
Raymond able to poke it out.
Ryder Owens is having an absolute masterclass for the Netflix and goal.
Making a case for MVP race as of now. The throw-in to Liam. Liam sends it just deflected. This one.
Won by Raymond
now. And Netflix has possession. Sends it looking for Raymond. Sent it a little too far over his head. Afro Nation throwing with 2 minutes left in this first half. Still a 0-0 ball game.
You know what I think could be a factor in this game as well, Nick, is Afro Nation is not used to these kinds of like nitty-gritty games where they have to fight for something in the final. You know, they have been the team that like have always been dominated early, have gotten some early shots on goal, a couple early goals occasionally, but we haven't really seen much from them outside of that Varela chance with an excellent threaded through ball from
Ash now at the corner sends it right over to the other corner.
with an excellent threaded through ball from Lima. So, I mean, I would wonder to see if the frustration starts to set in.
And we're gonna have a Edgar's signaling our official. It's gonna be a throw-in.
It's excellent officiating by Edgar Lopez there.
So throw-in for Netflix here, with a minute 12 and running in to end the first half. Headed off by Maximiliano. Netflix still in possession. Cross to the middle of the field. Back. Intercepted by Mestri.
Sent
This
up the
one.
field, controlled by Papandreou.
Back to Ash. Played off his chest. Ash still with the ball. Liam's calling for it. Ash is like, you're not open. Passes it up the field anyway to Raffy. Poked out. Netflix with the ball now, with the attack starting. And that's going to be a foul. It's going to draw a whistle.
That's rough. That's some rough play there from Liam Lima. But tactical foul, I mean, 30 minutes left. You don't want the guy to get blow past you. 30 seconds, I so apologize. That's on me.
So Raymond now going to take the free kick for Netflix.
See if he can find one of his targets in the box.
It looks like he has his target in mind. It's played off his head. Afro Nation now comes up with possession.
Yeah, but see if we can find something on the counter here.
This touch just too far ahead of Raffy.
And he puts it out. I think the corner kick is probably going to be the last action of the half that we have before we send this in to about a second left, more or less, after this ball gets played in. Let's see if something can happen here.
Afro Nation now with the corner kick attempt. Going to be the last attack/play to end this half. Kick is up.
Excellent service from
Liam. Poked out by a net
That's a goal
off
kick.
of Liam. Lima last. Going to be a goal kick for Netflix. Ball's put on the ground by Owens. Owens now. And there's the whistle. That's going to end the first half. A 0-0 ball game.
Not what I expected, Nick.
I was not expecting this at all. Netflix came out and said, we're here to play.
I think we have to give major props to them. Their defensive work has been excellent so far, in my opinion.
So, as we conclude on the first half, join us in about 4 minutes for the start of the second half of our men's soccer final. Welcome back, folks. Second half action getting slated to start any second now. 0-0 ball game between Afro Nation, the 5 seed, and Netflix, the 11 seed. 20 minutes on the clock. We'll hear a whistle start any second. Any notes from that first half, Esteban?
Gritty. Very gritty. It looks like Lima's probably going to look to take a shot. I mean, sure.
And he does.
I mean, go for it.
And it sends it wide right.
Interesting decision. Maybe wait a little bit. But gritty, definitely. I think it's then definitely been a defensive showcase as we see number 2, Clayton Nibbs, check in for Afro Nation. Definitely going to be an interesting second half. You know, this Netflix squadron is notoriously a second half team. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah.
But, again, Afro Nation's got that championship experience. They've got some really high-quality players. We'll see what happens.
So, Liam Lima starts this half with a shot on goal. Owens didn't even have to move. He didn't know that was going in, so now he's got a goal kick. Trying to size up his options here. And that's going to be a whistle. Goal kick over half. We were waiting for it.
Just to remind you guys, we are not allowing goal kicks over half as a preventative measure against cherry picking since we have no offsides in our leagues. It's an indirect free kick from half. So if Lima does try to go for it on goal and it goes in, it is not going to count.
He's telling his players to close in, so hopefully it touches somebody before it hits the back.
I mean, if it touches anybody.
And this one's sent on the ground. Cole Wyatt, the first one to touch it for Netflix. Play it up now. Nico Sporty sends it up. Liam now.
Angelo's there with a strong challenge. Thankfully, he didn't fully take out what looks to be number 29, Aiden Williams, because that could have left them in a very dangerous position.
We got a body on the ground. No whistle, though. Liam now with the touch up.
Clayton.
This pass, cross to Ash. Ash back into the box. Off of a head. I think that's number 62, Raymond, the captain of Netflix.
Absolutely, as we see.
And now he has the ball.
Yeah, good defensive work there from Raymond. Just
this one just out.
Playing through the context. I think we're going to get a late whistle on the call from Edgar, letting the play go on a little bit. That's what we love to see. Let the boys play, but, you know, if it hurts, it hurts. We got to call a foul.
Going to have a free kick. Ash, the one challenging it, he knows he has to give him space, so backs up to do so.
Raymond's going to take this free kick. I think he's probably going to either try to play short or play up the line.
Decides to pooch it over all of Afro Nation. Finds his teammate. Liam now the one challenging. This one. Sent into the corner.
Nicholas Rave and the
Nico Sporty with the ball for Netflix. And it's out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick. Couldn't see. There's a post in my way. But Baba now with the goal kick. Sends it up.
to Vlad.
Vlad now.
Great challenge there by Molaku.
Vlad looks to be shaken up, limping. And this ball goes out of play. Vlad might have caught a cleat to the shin.
Those hurt so bad, man.
He was kind of limping, but now he looks okay. It's gonna sting for a little bit, but
yeah, I think one of these things with intramurals is a lot of people don't wear shin guards, and you know, getting a cleat to the shin is definitely gonna hurt a lot if you don't got shin guards on.
So we're gonna have a throw in for Afro Nation.
Taken by Mestri, finding Papandreou in the back. It's rock solid. Been a prominent intramural figure here for the last couple of years, and is you know, he's a great defender in his own right. He's very, very tenacious. He doesn't let much by him. Just overall, very solid presence in the back.
Ash to Vlad. Vlad now up the field. Liam across.
Finds
Here's
Nibbs.
the chance. And this one wide
Dragged
left.
just wide. Dragged just wide by Clayton Nibbs. And that was, honestly, the cleanest look Afro Nation's had all game.
It has. Nice cross by Liam across. One-on-one. Had one defender to beat. Just pulled it left. Owen getting lucky on that one.
You could definitely see the vision, though. He was trying to put that in the far corner out of the goalkeeper's reach. It was the right idea. It's just, unfortunately, just inches wide.
Owens now. Goal kick. Another one over half. It's going to be an indirect free kick. Taken by Liam again. This one going to be played right on the RI logo. Trying to get some people in front of the net. This one just tapped up to Ash. Tough defense by Nico Sporty. Looking for a foul. No whistle.
Good no call there as Netflix is
on the attack.
Can they convert something?
Baba with the catch.
Great goalkeeping by Baba.
Now
Claiming
playing fast. Ash up in open space. Slows it down. Dishes out to Lima. Lima now up the middle of the field. Cross to Vlad. Vlad now slowing it down, trying to get something going.
great
This
defense.
one.
Oh, that's a call. We see a call
They're
there
going to have a whistle.
as Timu tries to plead his case with Big Joe Burke. Dangerous, very dangerous position. We might see a direct attempt from Liam Lima here.
Not good for Netflix. That was not good.
Yeah, you know what? If I was a betting man, I'd say Liam Lima's probably going to try to curl this into the far post.
You said that last time, and it went off the crossbar. So let's see if he can capitalize on this attempt. Asking for space. Big Joe's going to count out the space that Netflix has to give him.
10 yards to be precise. This will be on Joe's whistle.
Here we go. A free kick for Liam to put someone on the board. And
it rolls in into the far post.
That one didn't really curl. He was hoping it did, but it still found its way into the back of the net, putting Afro Nation on the board in our first score of the game.
You know what? It wasn't the most pretty of free kicks, but a goal's a goal, and that's exactly what Afro Nation needed right now.
So with the lead, Netflix has to get something going on the offensive attack. Playing it back off the whistle. Still playing it back is number 33. I don't have a 33 on my paper. Sorry about that.
I think that's a 30.
Is that a 30?
Yeah,
it
it's
might
Devin
be a
Walsh.
30.
It's
Devin Walsh.
Devin
then.
Walsh. Sorry, Devin, if you're watching this later. But yeah, Lima there just really coming into this game, really taking control of what's going on. There's some great defensive work there from Netflix. A great turn and a body off the ball.
Liam, and there's the whistle. Liam can't believe it as he spikes the ball into the turf.
Shine of frustration there from Liam Lima. Lucky he didn't get into the book there. But a dangerous position here for Netflix to possibly get something back. You know, on turf, it's the ground's very even. You can get a very clean strike on this ball. I'm wondering to see if looks like it's going to be number 60, Cole Wyatt, taking this free kick.
Here's the kick.
Oh, it's good service on an unlucky attempt there.
Liam now flip downfield to Ash. Ash with
Great defensive play there.
Raymond with the defense there. Ball
Maxi
played
and
to
Angelos
nobody
try
right
for
now.
that ball.
Angelos wins but sends it to a Netflix player. The tap over. Baba there on the sliding grab.
Baba's a very commanding goalkeeper. He's not afraid to come out for any of these loose balls that might be in his area. Again, I'm telling you, man, it's the little things like that this championship experience that Afro Nation carries.
Varela passes it to Clayton. Clayton now across right to Raymond. Raymond now with the attack for Netflix. Passes it right to Baba. Baba with the easy scoop. Here's the roll. I believe that's Vlad now with the ball. Back to Lima.
There's
Lima
Vlad.
pokes it out.
There's Vlad.
That's Vlad.
Yeah, unfortunately, not able to keep it in play. We got about 12 minutes left in this half, Nick. What do you want to see out of Netflix?
They've had a strong attack for the first half of this game and most of the second half so far. I mean, we still have 12 minutes to play. They haven't had that many shots on Baba yet. They've had the opportunity to, and it gets cleared by Afro Nation just before they can.
Devin
so if they
Walsh tripping over himself a little bit there. Strong body by Nibs.
And this is what they have to do. Stop the Afro Nation attack as early as possible. Keep it in your own half. You can't get Liam Lima's foot on the ball. He's very good, very methodical with his touches and crosses.
Absolutely.
So stop Liam Lima because he's the one that's going to generate the attack.
Absolutely. He's the one who's dictating the pace of game right now. He's the one who seems to be the focal point, the nucleus, if you will, of this Afro Nation team.
Going to have a throw in here.
The ball rolls a lot on this turf. You might have long stoppages of play.
So 11 and a half minutes left in the second half of our men's finals. 1-0 lead for Afro Nation. This is probably one of their closest games they've had all year.
Yeah, which is what I was telling you earlier. I think that they're not necessarily used to being in these close games. They're definitely used to being in winning position, so I don't necessarily have any doubts about that. I'm just more saying in previous years they haven't faced an opponent with as much kind of defensive resilience as Netflix has.
Yeah, champions know how to battle adversity.
Absolutely, and I think one thing that we'll see is as Raymond makes another defensive play.
Lucas now through his legs. Clayton in the
Finds
box.
Nibs.
Tries to flip it over to Lucas.
Great defensive header by
Slapped
Raymond.
out by Owens. First time we've said Lucas Furtado's name today.
I think it's the first time he's checked in as the ball's played across to Nibs. It finds Vlad.
That's
Away by
poked
Malaku.
out by Malaku.
Just a very Brexit tackle there. When in doubt, kick it out. Get them reset.
Malaku playing a little more conservative than he did in the Korek game. As
I just think we have
a
our
whistle.
first and a whistle, and our first card of the game goes to Tunmise Malaku for a seemingly rough challenge on an Afro Nation player. And per our rules, he is going to have to come out until the next subbing opportunity. Kind of just an incentive to maybe not get a yellow card.
That would be true.
In a very
Don't do
similar position to Lima's first free kick. I'm wondering if he's going to try to go for the same thing.
Joe Burke counting out the space for Liam. That
Look.
one mere inches away from happening in the box.
Yeah, and we also see now that Netflix has put a player on the back post in preparation for these curled free kicks. And we see two men standing in front of the goalkeeper for Afro Nation as well as Lima.
Here's the kick, and it's headed out by the person they put at that back post. Lima now back with the ball.
It looks like that was number 60, Cole Wyatt. Just like Tony Stark, learning from their mistakes.
Christian Varela now. Ball is all over the place. Someone limping on the turf. Slowing down the pace of play. Out to Liam. Lima now.
Takes a shot.
Blocked.
Crucial intervention there. See if they can't get a counter started here, but Vlad does very well to get in front of the ball.
That's
and
out.
unfortunately off of his shin.
Going to be a throw-in for Netflix. 9 minutes until we have a champion. 1-0 lead for Afro Nation. They're trying to preserve it. What a touch.
Oh, my. Oh, it's a little overcooked, but can this man get there? He's got wheels, to be fair. Oh, unfortunate.
Maxwell Jaffet on the touch, played it off his chest and over to Afro Nation defenders.
Great control, great touch. I think he just got a little too excited and put a little bit too much on the kick on the service over.
Afro Nation now plays it across to Varela. Varela now trying to find some teammates downfield. Can't. Intercepted by Netflix, and it's played out of bounds.
Seemingly kicked in frustration there by Devin Walsh. Understandably so. I mean, Netflix, this has been a really gritty, tough match.
It definitely has been, and the officials are letting them play to the extent of, okay, that might be a little much.
Yeah, I agree. I think the boys are handling the game all right. A little couple fouls here, but we saw some good use of some cards, some good hand signals, and overall, I think that this game, I feel like there's a big moment coming soon. It just kind of feels like there's a moment that's brewing.
Owen now on the save, gonna punt it downfield. Has a man down there.
Tries to find Jaffet. Baba comes for it.
Baba with the catch, the rollout. They're going to play quick. Vlad. Lucas now.
For Lima with a strong
Liam.
Challenge. Plays it back to
Vlad.
Lucas
Lucas
with a tough, with a heavy touch, and now we can see
Raymond now.
A counter. We got the shot is a little ambitious. A 5-on-2 counter. I think Raymond got a little bit trigger happy there, looking for any spark to bring his side back into this match.
I don't think Raymond knows he's got to go get the ball that he just shot.
Shooter does shag in intramural sports.
Well, it looks like one of his teammates says, "I'll get you, bro. You got it next time."
It's a good teammate. I wouldn't have done that. I'm also just lazy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's yes.
Amongst other things. But we got about seven-ish minutes left in this game.
1-0 lead for Afro Nation still. Can they add another title to their dynasty? I'll call it at this point.
I think at this point it is fair to call it a dynasty. They have won various championships. They won the 7v7 outdoor championship as well. So, definitely looking to add to their repertoire and arguably be one of the most successful intramural teams ever. Up there with Big Burr.
Off, and we got a whistle.
It's going the other way, and it looks like we have a second.
We're going to have another
We're going to have a yellow card here for dissent, it looks like, for Liam Lima. talking
No,
to the referee.
I believe it was Cole Wyatt of Netflix.
Cole Wyatt, excuse me. Liam was the one protesting.
So he's going to come out of the game, who has been a dominant defender for Netflix. We said his name a few times.
Yeah, Wyatt also had that early chance in the first half. You know, he's generated a lot for them offensively and made some couple solid defensive plays as well. Curious to see how Afro Nation will respond as Maxi takes a shot blocked by the legs of Molaku, who's back into the match after serving his 2-minute-ish suspension.
And that one's going to roll out of bounds. Throw in now. We should clear up some confusion. Number 60 is Cole Wyatt, and number 49 is Wyatt Hall. So we're going by last names here. So if we say Wyatt, it's going to be Cole Wyatt. If we say Hall, it's Wyatt Hall. And as we have another stoppage in play here, going to be a free kick for Netflix, asking for space. And here's the kick.
Played back in quick. Through the legs of Maxi. Miliano. Papandreou with just a solid clearance. When in doubt, kick it out, like I've been saying all night. We got 5 minutes left in this match. It hasn't been a lot in it so far, but like I said, Nick, I just have this gut feeling something's coming.
Something's gonna happen. I got the feeling.
I'm thinking, you know, with the way that this game is going, both sides are playing very well. They're not giving up anything easy. I mean, Afro Nation's only free kick goal was a free kick. So
and here's
nothing easy.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Liam.
That was Lucas Furtado
Lucas
there.
on the attack there. Couldn't possess the ball. Angelos now. Netflix with a chance, and it's played back.
We see coming back to number.
I think that was 30, Devin Walsh, and saved by Baba.
Baba's having a really good night in goal tonight. He hasn't had necessarily much to do, but he's commanded his box extremely well and has prevented.
Raymond now with some tough defense.
Lucas going down a little easily, looking for the call there. I think he was just out-muscled just a little bit by Raymond.
Intercepted.
It's out of bounds by Mestri. 4.5 minutes to go in this second half.
What a game.
What a game this has been. Thoroughly entertaining, I must say.
This is what championships are made for. Coming down to the wire. Afro Nation now on the attack. Sends it out.
Just slowing the pace of the game down. I mean, like
Back to Liam. Liam up to the box. Was looking for Lucas. But I believe Vlad's there to cover. And body hits the ground. I didn't see any contact.
No, I think it just went down a little easily there. I think he might have been looking for something. But Molaku, smart defense, just shoving him off the ball. Let's play, lads.
Goal kick now. Owens just taps it to Raymond. This one, another body on the ground. And we're going to have another whistle. That push from Vlad, just a little too much on it. Draws Big Joe's whistle and have a free kick taken.
Intercepted by Maximiliano. Good use of his body there, shielding off the attack of Devin Walsh. Good feet there, but loses it out to
Nico Sporty,
who loses it again. Back to Maximiliano.
Maximiliano now back. Looked for Liam again. Couldn't get it there.
Walsh
on the attack. Angelos there to cut that off.
And it looks like it's going to be a corner kick with about 3 minutes left. Can this be the chance?
Is this the moment we had the gut feeling about for Netflix?
The dagger? Possibly.
Is it the Dagger? Dagger. I don't know why I said it like that. Dagger. Let's see. Corner kick for Netflix. Ball's up.
Good.
Baba able to jump up and catch it.
It looks like he got
goes
hurt.
Down.
Looks like we might have a bit of an injury here, but Baba's a tough kid. He gets up. He looks like he's all right. Just looks like he took a knee to the back or something, but Baba's a very tough goalkeeper, commanding. Saw him claim that cross with ease.
And now he just taps it out. Afro Nation now going to probably turn to the more conservative play type. Just play keep away for these next 2:20. They should probably start by getting the ball out of their own half. The header. Angelos there pokes it into the stands. Nope. Oh, it didn't. It looked like it. It just went straight up instead.
Mestri with a some good defensive work as Furtado is through
Furtado
1-1.
now.
Could this seal it? And he misses. He misses, and he looks like he kind of was looking for some contact.
He's looking for a whistle.
Just unfortunate. I don't think he wrapped his foot around it. He kind of looks like he topped that. Probably should have gone with the inside of his foot.
Owen now working fast on the goal kick. Back to Walsh.
Minute 45 left on the clock.
Up to Sporty. And it's out of bounds. Throw in for Afro Nation. It's kicked farther away. Edgar giving them a warning.
Looks like Maximiliano and Devin Walsh having some words after that lash of frustration.
Raffi now with a throw in. Tries to find Lucas. Can't. Raymond's going to let it go. Minute 20.
Good defensive body.
Owen now working quick. Get this goal kick off. Just passes it out to Raymond. Raymond now sending it downfield. Right to Baba.
And Baba can definitely just take his time with this one. No real press.
And now he picks it up. Baba now to Angelos.
With less than a minute left on the clock.
Lucas now intercepted. Maximilianos now with the ball.
Just trying to slow the pace of the game down.
Raffi now. Raffi back to Maximiliano. That touch just too strong.
Good.
Taken by Walsh.
Good defensive intervention by
Walsh now. Up to Sporty. Sporty in the corner.
Driving in.
He's
still going.
The shot.
Oh, it's deflected
by Lima.
Jinx.
Okay. That's why we work well together.
Absolutely. You owe me a soda after this, though. It's the ball still in play, and it finally gets called out by Joe Burke.
19 seconds. Netflix has to work quick. Raymond now. The shot wide left. Another ambitious shot. They had some time to maybe get a couple passes off, get a closer shot. But Raymond sends it wide left over the corner flag.
Yeah, clock is stopped for these last couple seconds while the ball gets retrieved. So what are your key takeaways from this matchup, Nick? I think it's been a very different final than what we envisioned.
It definitely is different than what we envisioned. Afro Nation, again, we talked about it. They're not used to playing in a close game. They usually have a 2 to 3 goal lead most of the game. They fought through the adversity. They were able to challenge themselves. Netflix didn't play a bad game.
No, not at all, as we might have a second goal to end things with Vlad on the ball. Sends his defender to the shop. Lima slots
Lima with
it
the
home.
second goal.
And slots it home.
To
and that's
end
the
the
end of the
game.
match. Afro Nation retains their title as the Outdoor Soccer Intramural Championship. What a game we just witnessed here at Meade Stadium.
A 2-0 win for Afro Nation to add one more banner to their rafters.
As someone hits the Sioux on the sideline.
As we await an MVP. What a great set of games we had.
And you know what? I think Netflix should not leave this game disappointed. They should leave this game with their heads held high. Great defensive work all around. Great battle. Couple chances that they could have finished. Overall, I think it's a great day, great game, and what a great way to end our intramural commentating career, huh, Nick?
As we end it, the word just came in. Our MVP for this men's final match, goalie James Baba. Many impressive saves.
Masterclass in goal. And I was telling you, like, he was commanding his box extremely well, made a couple of very decent saves. Just overall great goalkeeper play, and what we ultimately love to see here at Intramurals as we see some
more action like we saw.
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera's pointing at it, but that's okay.
That's all right. We just got a couple hooligans running around in celebration.
So
they're just happy to be here.
At this point in the night, a 2-0 win for Afro Nation. What a way to end this intramural year. For the last time until October, I am Nick Crudale.
And for the last time ever, I am Esteban Melendez.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.